What's going on, everybody? Don from the Game Looters here, and today we're talking about more metaphor ReFantazio, and I have kind of a tip or kind of like a path that you can follow early game if you unlock one of the certain archetypes. We're gonna get right into the game, and I'm gonna show you guys what early archetype that you need to have if you kind of want to just kind of maybe cheese through some of the dungeons or cheese through some of the harder enemies. Basically, it's just a foolproof kind of method that you guys can use. So as we jump into the game, there is one thing I want you guys to look at, and that is the merchant archetype. The merchant archetype is going to be earned after you get Brigitte. She is one of your followers, and I'll show you guys here. So Brigitte is one of your followers, and I can show you guys. And you want to get her to level number 2 as quickly as possible, especially early on. Once you get her to level number 2, you're going to unlock the merchant archetype. And in the merchant archetype, I want to show you guys here. I loaded up a save kind of when I was in the abandoned tombs. So I want to show you guys in the merchant archetype before I actually unlocked any of these skills and stuff. What you want to do is use the merchant archetype on whichever party member you want to. I have it on my main character, but you can choose whomever you want to here. But go ahead and, get the merchant archetype and use them. So we'll go ahead and we'll swap to the merchant archetype here so I can show you. And then in the skill inheritance, typically you'll have one passive skill unlocked, but maybe you're a little bit further in the game and you got 2 passive unlocks. What you want to do is make sure that you have also leveled up your brawler. So the brawler archetype is over here. And really, I believe you need to get to like level, I think it's level 4 or 5. So you want to get to like level 4 or 5 where you basically get the passive active archetype thing here where it's diligent disciple. So basically like you want to get like the passive active archetype here as diligent disciple. The reason is this passive element here increases critical hit rates by 5%. So you get 5% more chance to get a critical rate. This is boosted if you have other archetypes by the same lineage that are present. So in this specific example here, I have Hulkenberg, who is also a brawler archetype. So I already have one that is present here. So if we look back, and I look back at the archetypes, so we can see here that when I go into the passive skills, I can look and see, okay, so I want to go ahead and get a diligent disciple, and it increases even further if there's another archetype of the same lineage present, which I have in Hulkenberg currently. So this does cost 5,000 mag points, but I mean, it's very well worth it. Right. So the reason is we're going to go ahead and unlock this one, 5,000 mag points. And then the other piece of it here is gold attack. So gold attack is weak almighty damage to one enemy with a high critical rate. So basically by stacking these two things together, by stacking gold attack and diligent disciple, we're almost guaranteed to always get some crit rates. So let's go ahead and show it in practice here. Now it is a little expensive, but again, once you hit level 2 and you get this passive ability, get the merchant level up, you know what I mean, and you get the brawler to a level 5, you can get the passive skill. So we'll kind of show you here. Again, I'm in these mines over here, so we'll show you on some enemies, and we'll just kind of pick this random enemy here. And we'll pass. And we'll pass. Okay, so let's see it in practice here. So gold attack. Now, the only downside of this is it does cost 500 gold. But I mean, hey, at the end of the day, you're going to get money very easily here. And there's a bunch of different ways to try and get money. So it's not a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and use this. Shaky, shaky. And boom, we get a crit. And this is also super duper useful if you're trying to get over on a specific enemy or anything like that as well, too. So let's use this on one of the enemies here, like a higher volume enemy. It looks suspicious. Yeah, it's gonna be like kind of like a boss one here, but that's okay. So again, we're just using this for the purposes of this video here. So no biggie. Let's go ahead and fast forward through this. And let me show you guys this with a higher, a higher level boss. So again, we'll pass, and then we're gonna use gold attack here. And this is super duper useful. Again, we didn't get a crit there, no problem, no biggie. But, it is extremely useful for when you have big enemies present. that you can definitely use this. And again, that crit rate is just extremely high. So we're gonna use gold attack once again. Shaky, shaky. Boom, we got a crit. So just as you guys can see there, like just that alone, using those crit rates is extremely useful and extremely, you're able to really kind of like cheese through a lot of stuff as long as you don't mind spending a little money. So merchant archetype, definitely one that's very useful early on. I hope this video helped you guys out. Let me know on how you guys are cheesing the merchant archetype down in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next Metaphor ReFantazio video. Peace out, my friends.